All right, good afternoon, Ark of Cherubs. I hope that you all have had a beautiful morning. What a sun-filled day. The weather is just so sweet. On our backs, we get the nice cool breeze, but yet the sun is shining bright. So just wanted to say good afternoon. Missed you this morning. Sort of was moving around a little too fast, but anyway, I'm glad I'm able to take a few moments to sit and just have a little time with each of you. So, hey, Pollywogs. Hey, Tadpoles, Guppies 1, I see you. Guppies 2, you're doing it. And we want to see you in Zoom tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, children, is Zoom day. And your teachers are looking so forward to having you join us. And we look forward to just seeing you. Some of you gotten so tall, the children we saw last week, just to see how everyone changed from last summer to this summer. Hope you're keeping safe. Hope you're being mindful of where you're going and how you're going, and being an obedient child to your parents. Listening ears will keep you safe. Listening ears will cause you to really be able to make the right decision and the right choice at the right time. Because sometimes you have to think quick. You can't take too long to think about some things. Some things you just got to think quick on and act on it really quickly. So I just wanted to say to you all today that I'm so glad that you were able to join me. And as you can see, my phone is ringing in my office. Somebody will get it, but just we're going to ignore that right about now. So we were finishing up on words and how our words can hurt people, and that lesson we're going to definitely wrap up today. And tomorrow on Zoom we'll answer the questions together. And then we have yesterday's word of the day. I just want to point something out. Remember I said that you're never too old to learn, and that Miss Pam doesn't know everything. So yesterday's word was, what was it? It's meritorious. I don't know what I said, but it's meritorious. So it's a great word. It means something deserves reward or praise. So when you are doing great in class and you're following the rules, and your teacher says, oh, you have meritorious behavior, meritorious conduct, meritorious attitude, it's worthy to be recognized or rewarded or praised. So I thank that person again. I appreciate corrections. I appreciate any time that someone can help me to do it right. I don't want to be saying things wrong, like when I was saying challah bread. Well, challah, it's challah bread. So anyway, the word of the day yesterday is pronounced meritorious, okay? So please remember that, sort of like victorious. So anyway, today's word, real simple. I think I got this one. What does it say, everybody? Great, you're right. It says nab, and that means to catch or to seize something, especially suddenly. It's a quick movement, like say someone nabbed, like there was the last cookie, someone nabbed it. They got it quickly. They grabbed it and they caught it quickly. So today's word is nab. So let's try to nab the ideas and the concepts that God is trying to share with us. Let's kind of nab those things quickly. Let's not take too long to practice obedience. Let's not take too long in practicing using the right words that are building up, not tearing down, not discouraging, but encouraging. Because as Thumper said, Paul said in the Bible, Paul said it, hey, that we're to use words that are to be building up to help one another. And that could be found, again, we said in Ephesians. Now that chapter was, I think it was 4, but I want to make sure. Oh, I just had a rhyme there, huh? So we want to just make sure that we're doing Ephesians 5, verse 4. I knew a 4 was in there, but Ephesians 5, verse 4, is that's where Paul talks about what we should be talking about and letting come out of our mouths. So, and then it was also said again by Bambi's friend, Thumper. Thumper's mom said, if you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. And so, with that, children, I hope that we're really thinking about what we're saying to people and how we're saying it, okay? Yesterday, we really talked about using the Lord's name in a wasteful, useless manner. We don't want to do that, children. Please remember that God's name, whether it's Jesus or God, should not be used in any of these short texts or letters that we're using when we're trying to say something. And like I said, I'm not even going to say it today. But please, children, use God's name in an awesome way and in a way that shows the respect that God deserves. He deserves our respect, children. He doesn't deserve to be treated like some old shoe, or just like, like you let anything roll out of your mouth. He shouldn't be treated like that. So please, children, don't do that. Please be mindful of how you use God's name and not using his name in vain. And as I said yesterday, that when you use God's name in vain, that in Bible times, they were stoned. So, as you can see, that our words can get us into big trouble. And James said that all kinds of animals can be tamed. Interesting. All kinds of animals. We see elephants being tamed, dogs being tamed, even parrots are tamed because they tame them to say words. All kinds, but no man can tame the tongue. That's taken out of James chapter 3, verse number 8. He says that no one can tame the tongue. What did James mean by that when he said the tongue couldn't be tamed? Give me some answers. That's close. Very good. Thank you. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Yes. And what James meant is that when a person trains a dog, that dog can be taught to fetch, roll over, and do many other tricks, okay? Dogs can also be taught to be friends with other animals that they would eat. A well-trained dog can be taught to be around chickens, cats, and goats and never bite them. Can you imagine that? And never bite them or hurt them. In fact, if a dog is trained well enough, the master of the dog does not even need to be near the dog in order for it to obey. Wow, my phone's ringing again. Gonna pass on this one too. The master can simply turn the dog loose and it will do exactly what the master wants it to do. The tongue, however, is not like that. I'll say it again. The tongue is not like that. The tongue is not easily trained. We can never let our tongue run loose. That means we're not even thinking about what's being said. We're just letting whatever we want roll out of our mouth and just not even thinking about it, not even giving it a thought. And that's not what we want to do. The tongue, however, is not like that. We can never let our tongue just run loose. We must always be careful and consider what we should say. Think about it. There will never be a time in our lives when we can stop thinking about our words. It'll never be a time. Never. Every time you open your mouth, children, or every time I open my mouth, I have to think about what it is I'm about to say, and is what I'm about to say, is it going to be able to glorify God? I have to think about that. I cannot just let things just shoot out of my mouth. So many people do. I mean, we've seen a lot lately these last few months since we've been in quarantine. We know what quarantine is. We'll get to that word. It's going to be one of the words of the day, but I'm sure everybody knows that word. But since we've been home and we've been watching YouTube videos, and we've been seeing people on the news, and just so many people are just, and on social media, you just see people are typing things. Because remember, even if it's not poking out your mouth, if you're on your computer or doing your texting it, it's as if you said it. So we need to be mindful that our words, whether written or oral, That means spoken. We need to be mindful that we need to think about what we're about to say before we say it. And so your words are very powerful. Please know that words are powerful. I gave the example that if we have a pillow and that it has feathers in it, and we take those feathers and we throw them out and they blow out, and then we say, oh no, grab all those feathers back. It's like our words. We could never grab all those feathers because they're blown and they're gone out. Just like our words. Once they leave our mind, they come through our mouth, it's gone. Jesus said it in a very great way. He said, it's not what goes into the mouth that defiles or makes you dirty. It's what comes out of the mouth that makes you dirty. If you don't say the right thing, that's what's making you look bad. Yeah. That's what's making you not seem as if you are a humane person. We know what humane means, right? Yes, kind and showing mercy. So your words are very powerful, children, and with them you can build others up and make people feel good, or you can hurt yourself and others. And remember Paul's rule, and don't let bad things like curse words or God's name in vain come out of your mouth. Please, children, it's so important. Tomorrow we will go over the challenging questions, true or false, and we'll be able to fill in the blanks. And again, I will see you on Monday. As stated, I'm no longer going to be coming on Zoom not Zoom, okay, what is this? YouTube. Okay, I'm not going to be coming on YouTube on Fridays because we do Zoom. So, and in Zoom, that's where I will meet you, talk about our lesson, and help you to understand that God expects us to use and say the right thing. Let your words build God up. Let your words show respect to God. Let your words build up a friend. Let your words encourage your mom and dad or your brothers and sisters. Remember, words are very powerful, and they can either harm, they can be helpful, or they can really be hurtful to some people. So I'm glad I got to see you today. Next week I'm going to try to do another outside video. I thought some people liked that outside view, but it just worked with time that day, so hopefully I will get to do another outside video. But again, I'm just so grateful for you tuning in. Continue to subscribe to the Ark of Cherubs YouTube video, and we thank you so much, and continue to let me know things that may need correcting and fixing, because listen, like I said, Miss Pam is always in learning mode too. And so we thank God for this day. We thank him for just allowing us to be able to be together again. I will post this week's, oh, you know what? I wonder, did I download this week's? Not sure. I have to check and go back and check. But I'll make sure that I send your parents what God says about our words, so that you would have that in your portfolio, in your folders, that you can download and go over and use it. It can always be used at later times. It doesn't just have to be used during this time. So children, remember, be safe, be kind, be a person that is meritorious, okay? Let your behavior be meritorious, deserving reward or praise, okay? And remember, don't forget to nab those ideas quickly. Just nab it and grab a hold to the lessons, so that you're able to make a difference, not only in your life, but in the lives of all those around you. So let's have a word of prayer and ask God to give us strength for today. Dear God, we thank you so much. We're grateful that for this time that we got to be together. And we just ask you, Lord, to continue to help us to be excellent for you. Excellent, excellent people for you. Excellent children, excellent grown-ups. And that we thank you always, God, for the different ways in which we're able to communicate. So watch over us, continue to protect us from all hurt and harm and danger. And again, Lord, we love you and we thank you so much for everything that you do all the food, all the clothing, and the homes that we live in Jesus' name, amen. So I thank you, children, for tuning in and look forward to seeing you in Zoom tomorrow. So Miss Mai sent it out last night. I saw it, so I'm ready to see each of your beautiful faces, and teachers are looking forward to seeing you. So again, bye Pollywogs, bye Guppies 1, bye Guppies 2, bye Tadpoles, and again, staff, have a great day. Miss Leslie, Miss Claudette, as Miss Claudette is back, welcome home, Miss Claudette. And we just look forward to seeing Miss Mai and Miss Roz and Miss Denise. So again, take care, children. Be safe. Watch. Be mindful where you go. God bless. Bye.